Hey, what's up, Amir and Eden? I'm super excited you guys decided to join the program because I know you guys are going to definitely get a lot of big benefit out of this. I guess um, really definitely for you here, Eden. As we go and start working on your mechanics and getting these a little bit better, you're gonna definitely see some improvements here. So let's go ahead and just get started. First, I would say the drop back. So when you're going back here and you begin the hitch, you don't really want to cross this foot back over, right? So see how that back leg comes here. You want to kind of keep your feet underneath you all the time. I actually went and tried to find some footage and figured Aaron Rodgers would be a good example here. So notice when he's kind of climbing the pocket here, notice how his distance is in the feet, right? So he's always trying to keep his feet kind of right underneath the hips as he's hitching there. Never really lets that foot get behind him. I guess this was kind of the closest one, but doesn't let the foot cross the other foot. So I'd say try not to do that. That's not really a great idea in terms of when you're trying to hitch there. So I think that'd be a good thing to get rid of. Next thing is notice when he's going here how he has the little tap, and even him, he kind of drops the ball a little bit, but he doesn't really let it get below his hips. He's probably right about his about belly button as he's loading to throw the football here. And again, we'll kind of compare that to you. And it's all about obviously optimization here. But notice how when you're going, how low you let that ball go. Kind of goes all the way back below the waist. And generally what we say is when you go back, you want to go kind of right from here to like this 90-90 position. That 90-90 position is, let's see if I can actually find a better view or better angle of it. Let's go here. That's a good one. So even here, so you can see the ball about belly button height there. It looks like, but notice how the ball is kind of flat. So his palm is right on top of the ball. The ball is almost going, the bottom part of the ball is directly parallel with the ground. In comparison to you, where see how the ball is, see how it's it's upright. And this one, whoops, sorry, in comparison to here where it is more like a horizontal angle with the ground. And so that's a good way to load the shoulder. Okay, so you can keep the ball a little bit higher, and then also make it so the ball's turned so it's more of this way, just like here, rather than up and down like that. Okay, in terms of and that'll just make it so you can generate a little bit more power there. In terms of how you're loading on that back leg, looks like that's pretty good. I mean, I like the knee bend. Looks like the weight is on the outside part of the foot. And then from here, how you transfer forward, you do a good job of getting like the lateral push, a lateral movement. Now we just need to start rotating too. So we need to go lateral and then get that into a rotational movement, get that hip to move. And again, we'll just look at Aaron Rodgers here. So notice how when he's going and he ends up kind of going to the side a little bit too. But notice how he starts to open up that hip. See, boom, boom, boom. See how he's continuing to rotate that hip and how he makes it so he kind of pulls that front elbow. He has that front elbow out in front and then pulls it all the way back and around. That's definitely something that I think we could do here. See how that elbow kind of stays stuck. So from here, push off with this back leg, make it so you get a little bit more force in the ground and get a little bit more rotation with that back leg, and then have that then go into continual rotation of the hip and have the hip kind of lead there. And then as that hip's leading, you also want to be able to pull that front arm back all the way through the throw. The last thing is when you're releasing the ball, you want to release the ball and bring that whole arm through. Notice how here, how you're releasing the ball and that elbow kind of stays high. Boom. See how that happens there? And we just have this video, so we'll just keep on going here. And we'll compare that to Aaron Rodgers, right? So he definitely doesn't have the same height in terms of his where the elbow is when he's releasing, but see how when he throws it, he brings that whole arm through. He doesn't let that elbow stay up like that. That's going to end up putting a lot of pressure on that elbow, which is definitely not a good thing. We don't want to put too much pressure there. So, as you come through, you really want to be able to bring that arm all the way back down and bring that whole elbow through and bring it back down to the opposite side pocket, and that's going to be, a big improvement. So we'll go from the back here and look at some of the things there. I mean, that part of it right there, that first 5 minutes or so here, is going to be super beneficial if you can improve in all those areas. But again, look at See how you're bringing that ball back? You can bring it more back horizontally, which will help you out a lot. Now from here, really push off. And you do a good job of getting your body into it. It's not like you're not doing it at all. That's why you can throw it as far as you can. I'm sure why you signed up for the program. I think there's some definitely potential in your current motion. It's just going to be about maximizing that and making it so you're pushing off that back leg, continuing rotation within the hips, continuing to pull back with that front elbow, finishing all the way through with that arm. And that will really make it so you start maximizing that throw. Okay, don't let that elbow stay high there. Boom. Try not to let that happen there. Bring that whole arm down after you throw, and you're going to see some big improvements. And here you could just see that front elbow. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty solid breakdown there. We'll also get you some exercises. We'll get you all set up on Trainerize. I will send over the invite so you guys can get that going too. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. If you guys want to hop on a phone call, we could absolutely do that and answer any questions you might have. Again, looking forward to having you guys a part of the program, and talk to you soon.